Today we're going to go into our unit on the water cycle, and we're going to learn some new vocabulary word that you'll be seeing throughout the unit. We're going to use 360-degree words for this activity. The more opportunities the students have to engage with the word in different ways, the more that they are going to remember it. So our first word today that we're going to learn is condensation. Can I hear you say condensation?
Condensation.
Now let's write that word in the middle of our circle here under term. Not only are they seeing it, they speak it, they're writing it, they're using it in a sentence, they're drawing a picture, they're making a connection.
All I know is it's something that has to do with the water cycle. Like for example, whenever you have a glass of a cold drink or anything, the water that drips outside of the cup.
If you're starting a new unit, a new section, a new concept, taking the words related to that concept and starting with those. It's best to already have a model made for the kids so that you're going to model it for them, have a word in mind, have an example in mind, have a sentence in mind, have a picture in mind, so that you don't get up in front of the class and you don't have anything to put down as a model for the kids. So now we're going to move it. So students move it when they make a kinesthetic gesture that helps them remember. Oh, yeah. Steam. Dripping down. I like that.
What I've heard about the word atmosphere is gases around the earth.
When students learn a word in 360 words, they come up with their own definition. They come up with a connection from their own lives to the word. They use the word in a sentence, and they draw a picture of the word, and then they come up with a kinesthetic gesture that helps them remember or that it represents the word. Anytime for the rest of the class period that you hear me or anybody else say the word,
Condensation.
you're going to mark it. Did we just hear it? Let's mark it. I like the mark it part of the graphic organizer because it doesn't just teach the kids the word and then they forget about it, out of sight, out of mind. And it becomes a challenge between the kids by the end of the period to see who marked it the most times, and you can hear kids say, she just said it, yeah, she said it. It helps students to remember the word, and research shows that the more stimuli received during the learning process really helps to strengthen memory and understanding. It's important to slow down and teach the words because the kids need to learn the words and understand the words. Being able to plan backwards from a unit and taking all the words that you do have to tackle and maybe putting them together in chunks and to see which ones kind of lend themselves together better, and maybe breaking it up in like groups of 5. But this activity allows the kids to really understand and bring meaning to vocabulary words. You can adapt this activity by providing a partially filled graphic organizer ahead of time for students. You can provide sentence frames. You can provide a word bank to allow them to draw from. For your true beginners, you can even just allow a picture sketch.
Like when you're washing dishes, you gotta put water and soap together.
Yeah, so we put water and soap.
Students like this activity. It's very different from just calling out a word and writing it down. This activity is not silent. The students are talking, they're acting out movements, they're engaged, they're drawing, they're writing, they're speaking, they're sharing.